Hi YouTube, it's Bethany from Madeline Jean Antiques and Restoration. We are on part 8 of building the roof on a pretty large greenhouse in my backyard. If you're new to my channel and you just stumbled across this video, you're probably in the process or about to start the process of building the 11x7 Bellerose Greenhouse by Backyard Discovery. I have compiled a part 1 through part 8. That's where we're at now. See, I'm losing track. This is quite the project. I created a playlist, an easy to follow along playlist. You can find all the video descriptions underneath this video description from part 1, unboxing, all the way up to where we are today, part 8, putting on the roof. This particular part, putting on the roof, might be a little bit longer than the other videos that we have created putting together this greenhouse. And the main reason is we had a big oopsie. So here's my biggest advice. If you are in the process of putting one of these together, make sure the person that you're putting it together with, that you guys double check, maybe even triple check every time you're about to put a bolt or a screw together, and make sure the part is the right way up, that it's facing the right way, that the pilot holes are facing the right way, because we messed up big time and it derailed our build an entire week because we have been battling such a terrible May here in the state of New Hampshire. It's been horrific. It's the third wettest May since the late 1800s. It's been awful. So every time we get a little day, half a day to put it up, then we're derailed by 4 days of rain. It would push our build out even further. So that's my biggest takeaway with building the roof. It got a little tricky and we messed up big time, and just enjoy, and hopefully you don't make the same mistake that we did. We'll see you in the backyard. Before we head out to the backyard, I'm shamelessly using my cute little dog Biscuit here. This is Biscuit. He's my 5-pound Chihuahua. I'm using him to grab your attention. I sure am. And I'm using him to ask you guys, please subscribe to my channel. I'm a lot of fun here. We got a lot of variety. I mostly do refinishing furniture, restoration work, tips and tricks and stuff like that, but I do a lot of DIY work. And now, you better believe it, I'm gonna be in the garden, so I'm gonna have a lot of gardening content come up. So let me make the mistakes, learn from me. That's how I always see things. Let me do all the blunders and whatever out there, and then I'll share my knowledge with you. So follow me here at Madeline Jean Antiques and Restoration. You know where that subscribe button is. It's in the lower right hand corner, and then you go to the main page on my YouTube, and then there's like a bell there. Ring that, and then you will be notified every time I upload a new tutorial. So with further ado, we're gonna head out to the backyard. Biscuit is gonna go lounge in his sunspot and recharge his batteries, his barking batteries. So we'll see you guys soon. So we say toodaloo, right, Biscuit? Toodaloo. He doesn't look too thrilled. Okay, let's get started with building this roof. They're gonna have you start to put together 2 ridge boards, and then you're attaching 5 rafters. And then this part will be put up on the right side of your greenhouse. Yes, we already have the tarps ready to go because look at that sky. Ugh. After you do that, you're gonna attach 3 purlins going across the rafters. Just listen to him, he's starting to get frustrated.
Why even put pilot holes in?
This is why I keep the volume down on some of these recordings.
You do me a favor?
I'm telling y'all, this build will test your patience at times, so you've been forewarned. Next, you'll be attaching 5 of these poly sheet splices. Say that 5 times. And the directions say, ensure the narrower side of the poly splice faces up. So you can see the top one is shorter. I would describe it as that. It's shorter. The shorter side goes up. And then you will be screwing down those poly sheet splices, but they only want you to hand tighten them, so don't go all crazy and tighten them to high heaven. Now we just have to repeat. Okay, this next part was supposed to be time-lapsed, but I'm just gonna let it roll so you can hear us in real time and how we did this and how we're discussing how to do this. Looking back, this probably wasn't the safest way to do this, but we did what we had to do in order to get the job done.
All you need to use hold it.
All you need me to do is hold it. Okay, will it lay or rest on this too? What's that?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Just let me do some work.
Okay.
Perfect. Can you get it?
Yes.
Can you hold it?
Yes.
Okay, don't do it.
It's in that notch there.
Can you go?
Yes. I'm gonna help you somehow.
I know.
Can you stay here with me?
No.
My phone ran out of storage just as he was able to lift it up and put it in the bracket it needed to go in. But here you go. Here's the other side, fully time-lapsed. He hiked it up again and I held it, and then he just kind of lifts it in and puts it in the bracket, and there you go. And this next section shows our big mistake. Document our big mistake. Freaking A.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we put a piece on upside down. Of course, it has to be on the roof. It's the inside. We noticed over here.
Ridgeboard.
You see this piece right here? It won't sit down. We thought it was super warped. It's not. It's sitting too high. Why is it sitting too high? Because all of these pieces here
Oh, the
are
ridgeboard
attached to these long boards here, these ridge boards, which should be actually flipped upside down. So this section of the roof over here, I'm inside the greenhouse, so the right side is correct, is sitting just fine. The left side, we noticed, is sitting a little bit wonky and a little bit high. And we figured it out because we were trying to put a screw into this bracket here, and there's no hole in, I'm gonna take my finger here, in this piece of wood right here, this long piece of wood. And then we noticed the hole is higher up, which means we put it on upside down. So this whole section of the roof, the left side, I'm inside the greenhouse, the left side of the greenhouse has to be taken down now. It's dusk on Memorial Day. We thought we were at the tail end, and we have a big mistake here that needs to be rectified before we can go on with finishing this. So big disappointment is what it is. We're gonna stop here for tonight because we're losing daylight. We're gonna have to take this section down, which is going to be complicated. Lift it up, bring it out over the side, and take these long ridge boards. There's two of them. There's like a shorter section here that ends at here, and then there's a longer section. They literally need to be flipped upside down. And then all the holes will line up, and then we can secure the ridge line together, both halves of the roof. Okay, it's the next day, and I thought maybe you could see our big mistake easier now that the sky is clear and there's more light. So this is where we messed up. So if we're looking now at the front of the greenhouse, I mean, the roof section looks correct for the most part. It is. Left section over here is fine. Right section over here, this is where we have the issue. So you can see that the right side is up just a little bit. You can absolutely see this piece right here is sitting too high up. It's because you'll notice also this board right here will go down, and we thought it was warped, and it's like, oh no, now it makes more sense because this right here, this short section of the board here that's attached to this longer section here is upside down. It is simply upside down, and we have, I believe, 5 boards connected to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have to, I think, bring down the roof, but now that I'm out here in the daylight, I think we can fix this while still having it upright here. So I think if we attach the roof here where it needs to be attached, it won't slide off and it won't move. So if we get that attached, okay, crossing my fingers, I think this will work. If we get this attached here, we can get up on a ladder and we can remove the bolts here. Do you hear that big sigh? Remove the bolts here and then just flip the board over while it's still upright and then just reattach them. I think we can do it. I really, really do. I think we can lift it out. They'll still be attached right here. Well, it'll give us a little movement. Bring it up. Somebody's just gonna have to hold it while we unbolt these and then just flip the board around and reattach them. I think that's how we're gonna go about it. We'll see. Oh, look, another rainy day in New Hampshire. You don't say. Okay, so this is how we were able to get the roof ready to fix it. We propped it up with 2 moving blankets, and then we only bolted 2 of the rafters in because if we bolted more, it didn't have enough give for us to lift it up slightly while we unhooked those rafter boards, turned them upside down, and got them reconnected to the rafters. And now we are screwing the rafter boards from the right side and the left side together, and we were able to fix the roof. It took us some time, but we were able to do it with the method that I was envisioning. Okay, with the roof fixed, we are running out of time because a downpour is about to come any moment now. So what we're trying to do is quickly get the tarps tied down because there's supposed to be some pretty bad wind gusts, and we don't want the inside of the greenhouse getting totally drenched. So we are trying to secure the tarps down with nylon string and tying it to heavy objects. Oh my gosh, the amount of effort it is taking for us to get this project done among all this rainy weather is just, it's really frustrating, and it's been really disheartening. But here's what the tarps look like. We're trying to keep the rain out as best as we can. Okay, we decided, you know what? We are going to screw in the top of the roof. We're going to secure it, even though it's raining. He's able to get up there on the ladder, lift the tarp up, and screw in the tops. You're going to see right here. So we're trying to work with the rain now. We just want to get this roof secured as much as we can, but the weather is just not cooperating. So we're trying to work around this weather, with it, through it. So what we're exactly doing is we're securing the purlins into the rafters, getting the roof attached. And we got 24 screws to put in, and we are so stubborn. We are sticking it out here in the rain. We are getting 24 of these screws in, no matter what. Okay, it's another day, and hopefully the rain will hold out for us. We are attaching the soffits to the greenhouse. You'll be doing this on the right side and on the left side. And I must say, the most tedious part of this, these metal parts come with a really thin blue seal, like a plastic coating on them, and you have to peel them off, and it is a pain in the butt. Next, you'll be attaching the fascia. I looked it up. It said you could pronounce it either way. So you're going to be putting on those boards on both sides of the greenhouse. Next, you'll be installing 3 joists on the inside of the greenhouse. The greenhouse supplies you with 6 black hooks that you can either hang on the outside of your greenhouse or you can hang on these joists on the inside. I plan on ordering more hooks because I find 6 hooks is not going to be sufficient for this plant-loving girl. So I'm going to be ordering more. Okay, you guys, stick with me. We are almost done with this video. We are now installing the poly sheets. I call them the windows, but they're the poly sheets. Now make sure there is a UV side and a non-UV side. Make sure you have that UV side facing up. Remember when I told you to just hand tighten those screws that went on the poly splices? This is why. You can see here we struggled a little bit. Some of these poly sheets just weren't sliding in easy, so we had to go up there, unscrew some of the screws just to get them to loosen up a bit, and then we had to go back and tighten those screws up to give it a tighter fit. So it was a dance, let me tell you. Oh, this next part's gonna make you want to pull your hair out. There's these metal splice covers, and you have to remove this thin blue packaging film on each one of them, and it took us so long to do this. And then you got to try and slide them over the poly splices.
Strong fingernails, whoever's watching this.
Or forget your new manicure. It's gonna get destroyed.
Ooh, barely. Ooh.
You better make sure those screws are down.
Oh yeah.
Flush. Somehow.
Yeah.
Nice job, Tyrese.
Here we're attaching the metal edge trim. You'll have to do this on both sides of the greenhouse. Mind you, anything that you see that is metal throughout this greenhouse, you're going to have to remove that god-awful, thin, blue, sticky film and strip it off. So I hope somebody has some good, strong nails. Okay, for some positivity, doesn't she look fabulous? Here we're putting together the ridge cap. You're going to have to put 3 metal pieces together, and then you're assembling 4 wooden pieces on the inside of it to support it. Okay, this next part, getting this ridge cap up over the greenhouse, we had to bust out our larger ladder. I would suggest you do it, and also wear a belt, because that's where he's going, so his pants don't fall down and he moons you guys. So he was able to slide it up and over by himself, which is a good thing. And then you're going to put on what's called these, they're like plastic edge caps, and we had the hardest time getting them to stay on. When we looked closer to the instructions, lo and behold, you have to remove these two little pieces of plastic, which you can barely see. I wish the manufacturer had these like a different color, like red or gray or something, or a sticker showing you, because they're kind of camouflaged in here. But once we found them, we're like, oh, okay, this will make it much easier to attach them on either side of the ridge cap. And with any project, you always have a quality control manager, project manager, and that would be Biscuit. He's always keeping a close eye on us, making sure that we're working out here. You don't want to miss it. The final part to assembling this greenhouse is coming soon. Thanks again for watching at Madeline Jean Antiques and Restoration.